Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Scuf Gaming 5K. Goldenboy here, joined by Bioacid, as we have Sigma going up against JusTus. Sigma is up right now in the series, 1-0 in this best of 5. With Search and Destroy Warhawk going to be the next game type and map that we're going to see here. Now, Bio, we were talking about it. It was close. JusTus could have come back and won that last game. Do you think that momentum has been killed going into this Warhawk, or are they more fired up than ever?
I'm hoping they're more fired up. It's going to be hard to tell, obviously, as they break out here on the start. They are on the attack for the first round. But, you know, hopefully they are. Tipsy had a massive game. Let's hope that rolls over into the S&D as well. And his momentum just keeps going. Looks like they're going to actually change teams, perhaps, as they end the game anyway. But I'm hoping that they keep this a close one and they can bring this back to tie the series one apiece.
Yeah, we could just keep talking, you know? I mean, that's never a bad thing. Of course, guys, thank you so much for joining us here. If you want to tweet the stream, let everyone know what's going on. It's MLG.TV/COD. So, you know, just share the love out there. Let everyone know what is up here in the MLG Call of Duty world. Now, I was actually watching Optic Gaming. That was watching their stream on Nate Shot was actually streaming and watching a couple of his games there, seeing what was up there. And I have to say, it's, you know, the matches, right? I mean, the competition is just so close. You have so many people who are grinding it out. And one thing that I noticed last year for Call of Duty Championship was that when all the teams were decided that these are the teams that are going to be playing, everyone else kind of just, I wouldn't want to say slack, but, you know, there wasn't much of a reason to play. But that's not the case anymore. There's so much to play for now. You see so many teams practicing on a daily basis. I mean, you have Curse Youth participating in the MLG COD Ghost League, and they're not even going to champs, and a lot of other teams are also actively participating and competing on a regular basis. So it feels like the competition gap has just, you know, gotten a little bit smaller in recent months. I don't know if you feel the same way, Bio, but
I do.
It's just what I've seen.
I think, yeah, the drive is definitely still there for other teams. Even if they aren't going to champs, they still want to drive, they still want to compete. Because they know, you know, you've got to stay active to be good. There's no point just dropping off and then maybe picking the game up later on when you want to go to a LAN event. If you want to go to a LAN event and win, even if you're not going to champs, keep competing and keep practicing and keep that drive going.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's no reason for you guys who are out there not to play daily and practice, because it's just practice makes perfect. Consistency breeds success. Like, that's just what it is. So it seems like the players are finally ready to go here. We're going to go ahead and start it up in just a bit. But S&D Warhawk, of course, and really looking forward to seeing what JusTus can do here. Of course, Tipsy, Gucci, Stain, and Neslo. And, you know, I guess looking at this one, I actually really like Neslo's camo, I have to say. This is quite nice. Rocking the yellow and black. I can always appreciate a good yellow and black. You know,
a bit of Bruce Lee style, I guess you could say. The old yellow and black.
Yeah, this is pretty baller. I have to say, Neslo is you know, he's a fashionista in the Call of Duty world. You know, I'm sure a lot of people will be proud. All right, here we go.
Catch on.
Jump into the action now, as we're going to be kicking it off here with Tipsy, who is pushing out over here by A, and it seems like that's going to be their approach. I love this move because they know that B is going to be open, and there you have it. Spacely is going to get taken out first. He's going to draw first blood on this one. That was going to be a stop there by Neslo, and they are going to go for that A plant right away. You are going to have some coverage there from JusTus, and 3v4 bomb is down. Pressure is on Sigma. This is some great stuff that we're seeing here.
Stain just cross-map Sevtex nade up there on main tank in main road. Turned around, picked up another kill. Now Bloods is in a 1v4 situation here. He's coming at the back behind Bakery. Up there in the back porch area, trying to find a player here. There's one at the drums.
Whoa!
Takes him down, Gucci, but Tipsy picks him up. And
did you see that guy's body flail?
Yeah, just flew out.
And look at the replay. It's like, oh, it didn't show up on his screen. Oh, man, that was hilarious.
Sunk into the ground as well.
Well, I would imagine that if I go, that's how I want to go. Essentially, just straight to the sky.
Through the ground.
Straight to the ground and into the sky. Let's just be done with it. So it seems like we have a connection issue here with Bloods, as the boys over in and they are going to end that one. So one round will go over to JusTus, but that was a hilarious way to go. I cannot comment on that enough. And the way that he did the spread eagle in the sky, you know, was even more majestic. It was just, that was just lovely. Oh, you know,
well, if you're gonna die, you might as well make it look good.
Oh yeah, of course, right? If you're gonna get taken out, you know, like it's funny because you know when you cast, like you're serious, you want to make sure that everyone's into the action and everything, but sometimes you just see something that's so ridiculous that you have to laugh.
Got to. Yeah,
you have to, and that's what makes this game awesome. So we're waiting right now. Seems like Blood's had a connection issue. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is there, but I guess, you know, looking here at JusTus, it's and Blood's is back. But you know, while we go ahead and start the game up here, let's actually break down some stats for Search and Destroy for this JusTus roster. So on Warhawk, JusTus plants B 66% of the time. They have won 0 rounds planting B, though. They're 0 for 2 on that one. And mind you, these are stats that have been recorded from the first couple of games here for the MLG COD Ghost League. On the other side, they plant A 33% of the time, and they haven't won there either. So I think they've only probably played like 1 game on Warhawk, and their success rate is rather abysmal. But it's 1 game, so you can't really get mad about that.
No, you are right. And, you know, obviously they just went A last time, got the bomb down. They lost 1 player in that round as well. So, you know, it's good to see that happening for their favor, of course. Yeah. We're back into this next round now. But obviously after that first round, Golden Boy, do you think JusTus will take out this S&D? Like, it was a convincing round.
Yeah, it was rather convincing, but I can't find it in myself to count out Sigma just because, you know, seeing the way that they play and they dominated Final Boss like that. On the other side, though, you know, when you look at JusTus and you look at, like, one of the players on that team, without a doubt, Neslo, who has proven himself to be a wizard when it comes to Search and Destroy, I can't realistically say, oh, yeah, JusTus, you know, I don't think that they're going to be able to take it. No, I do think JusTus can win this, but Sigma is, if they do, Sigma's going to put up a very tough fight, and that's the thing, right? And Sigma, again, with that tough fight, could realistically come a W.
No, it could, and we'll see Sigma on the attack now, spatially, and these boys do favor B, as we saw when they versed Final Boss. They're going to head B again. 4-player rush down the back behind Antiques, and it seems like they're just going to try and hit this hard and fast, basically, once again, with that single trophy. Out comes towards the B area. The smoke should be going up. There it is. A little bit of a low one that time.
A short smoke.
Still getting that bomb down there. Hopefully it'll work out. Bloods picks up Neslo in the background there as well, so now it's a 4v3.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that was they threw down the first smoke, realizing it was short. Had to throw on that second. Spacely is going to get dropped. And TJ, knowing that player pushed right out of post, he's going to have to drop back in there. Finding him inside that. Remington not going to come up in handy, as Bloods will be by himself here, pistol in hand, and he's going to get picked off, and that's going to do it. JusTus, they're going to go for that quick defuse. And, you know, you mentioned it before, based on that first round where we saw JusTus just dismantle Sigma. You know, they did the same thing here, and they were on defense this time. So very interesting stuff indeed from JusTus.
And just mentioning as well, Gucci, 3 players down the bomb defusal there, so a 4-point streak he was on. You know, it's great to see on that second round in. So 2-0 in favor of JusTus right now, and they should head A again. Obviously they will, because it worked so well for them that first time around, and it'll be interesting to see that first time we did see one of their players actually push up in towards Drug, but this time they're all pushing towards American.
Oh, and Gucci is going to get taken out, though. And just as we were talking about how JusTus, Bio, it just did a phenomenal job of dissecting little by little what Sigma was doing wrong. Alternatively, Sigma did the same thing there, and that nade was just absolutely wonderful. Well, I mean, I would say Peyton Manning, but he had a terrible Super Bowl. So this was just a great throw there from Tipsy. Good connection, or on Tipsy from Huddle. Good connection there. But, yeah, 1-1 in the count. I made a Super Bowl reference, Bio. I'm sorry about that.
I figured it was a NFL reference. I don't know the player, but I knew what sport you were referring to.
You know, I know it's footy is the common term that they use to describe soccer in the rest of the world. It's football to me.
We say soccer over here as well.
It's called soccer out there too.
Yeah, because we also have, you know, NRL and Union and AFL and
so you guys know what's up with good old-fashioned American football.
We do.
Yes, I respect that. All right, so we have Tipsy on your screen. Gucci does get picked off. He's 3-2, so that's going to be a big slayer for this JusTus team. He's going to get dropped, and the bomb has gone down. You can see the way Sigma has just set up around it, and Neslo gets taken out. Stainville's by himself, no kills to his name. That one player using Incog, he was going to go for the connection. That was going to be a couple hit markers there, but the snipe was going to come from Bloods, and that will shut down the round as it is tied 2-2. Remember, guys, JusTus won the first round, and then we had to do a reset, so it's tied 2-2 right now.
Yeah, some good rounds indeed to both these teams. Staying, you have to get off the mark here in this second part. I think he did get a kill during the first round though.
He did. He got the first kill on the forward when he pushed up on American.
And these guys are going to mix it up this time. Aiden did not work the second time around, so they're going to hit towards that B. And as you said, 66% of the time they usually favor B.
Yeah, I mean it's only one game, so but it's not an unrealistic statistic though when you think about it, because B has gone after quite a bit. I mean, teams favor this one. It's easier for them to approach. That shot from Stainville just absolutely tore his face off. And that was going to be a wonderful shot there. TJ not expecting it. Stainville, though, off the flank, seeing another player. And another shot there. And a headshot for Stainville on Spacely. But Bloods was going to be there for the nade connection on Gucci. Now that is going to leave Huddle and Bloods left alive here, as it seems like Huddle was able to pick up one there on Tipsy. 2v2 situation. Bomb is down, and the ball is in JusTus's court.
Bloods inside of the loading or docking here on the left-hand side, looking for anyone he could find. Checking the corner, smart play in there. It's going to pay off for him. 1v2 now for Stain. Loading the back inside of Brown or Barn, as some like to call it. And just watching out towards that loading side of things. Can't see no players. One on the bomb. There's the shots go out. Did he get the call out to Bloods? So there it is. Big plays there, and this is going to put these guys in the lead. 3-2 now, Golden Boys. So Sigma answering back.
Yeah, that was there wasn't much Stain could do there. You have to think the Sigma had a lot of time to work with, right? Yeah, Bloods and who is it? Bloods and Huddle, if I'm correct on that one.
I think it was, yeah.
And they had a lot of time to work with. Huddle that one player served as cannon fodder on that one, and the other one was able to just like kind of weed them out. It was a great attempt there from Stainville, but Sigma just again proving why this team is a very deadly team here in this 5K. Now looking at what Sigma's doing, they full push A, 4 push on A, and they manage to just do work here, taking out Tipsy with a beautiful nade, and it seems like they get the bomb down right away. You got 2 players here for JusTus. Stainville trying to find one over by the semi. He's jumping around the corner here, trying to play this one smart. Hopefully that Semtex nade finds a connection, gets hit markers though, so he knows he's weak. If he can go in there for that concussion, and nope, there you go. That's going to do it. That's going to be that Semtex. The concussion came out first, but now we did see actually Gucci drop out there, unfortunately, but the game must go on as you have 3v2 here. Stain finding him. Not going to happen, as they are going to be taken out on that one, and Sigma will be up 4-2 here against JusTus.
Big rounds indeed. We'll see if Gucci's going to rejoin us before the round starts. Now, maybe just he had to leave or he dropped out just to change a class perhaps, but hopefully he'll be close to coming back on in. Otherwise, there he is connecting on in, so that's good to see. So obviously he knew that how much time he had, so maybe it was a class change he wanted to make quickly.
Yep, and he was able to get into the game too, so that's going to be good there. Yeah, maybe he wanted to make a class change. Good observation on that one. So it seems like they're going to be pushing up after A, and Neslo is going to be watching the flank. Bomb's going to be behind him though. 2v3. Gucci was able to pick up that 1 kill, and he's running around as a full command of the map here. Neslo though, unfortunately, is going to get picked off, so now it's going to leave Gucci by himself, finding one player. Not going to do it. Head glitch too strong on that one, as Gucci gets taken out 5-1, or 5-2, excuse me. Sigma looking phenomenal. They won the domination, and they're looking to win this next game of Search and Destroy. I gotta say, Bio, Sigma is just impressing the crap out of me. You may be right about your prediction of them being able to move to the semifinals. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Hopefully I am. That way people won't be hitting me up on Twitter saying, "Oh, you were wrong. These guys can't do it." But I do have faith in the boys, and they're 6-0 final boss in this map, so I'm sure they can probably do it here. It's 5-2 as you said, and one more round will lock that one in regards to a 2-0 lead. But it is a best out of 5, so that won't put JusTus out of it just at that point. They do have to win a third game type still. Nice snipe there from Neslo as he comes on it now, trying to get this bomb down here at the B side of things. Spacely with the bomb. Another player gone up there at water, though. Neslo, 2 players gone from the round. There's a third. Neslo looking for the ace, perhaps, here. Blood's by himself in a 1v4.
Yeah, let's see if he's going to be able to make it happen because he's looking right in the general direction of that other player. Gucci's going to be taking some shots, and it seems like he was going to get taken out. That was going to be Stainville with that final kill there. So Neslo picking up 3, and then Stainville with that last one. And, something you want to point out here, by the way, Biles, Stain started off this matchup 0-3. As a matter of fact, he was struggling quite a bit. Now he's 6-6. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's good to see if he comes into form like that, and if it's going to help him out. Obviously, Tipsy and Gucci need to pick up a little bit there. 1-5 for Tipsy. Obviously, Gucci did leave before, so his stats have reset for him. But let's just see if the JusTus guys can answer back with 5 straight rounds is what they need to do. They've got 1. They need 4 more now. With 1:20 still in the second.
It's going to be hard to come back from that.
It is, but gotta have faith, I guess, sometimes. Let's just see what the JusTus boys can do.
You're an optimistic guy, man. I like that. That's good. We can be friends now. sounds.
Optimism is the way to live life.
Right. Too many people are pessimistic. So Neslo with the Remington, he was able to take out 1 player. That was going to be Huddle, but TJ for the stop on Neslo. On the other side, TJ Tipsy with a double kill of his own there on Bloods, and TJ leaving Spacely all by himself. You have 2 players over by the B-bomb site. One guy's actually going to be up by 10, and you know that they're going to have all their bases covered. No one's looking over by the white truck just yet. I think he was just identified. Movement has been made. Space is going to move in. Not going to happen, as the score is going to be 4-5 here. JusTus looking to come back. We've seen this happen so many times, Bio, where teams go up 5-1, 5-2, and they just give up a bunch of rounds straight. And, they could very well win it, but Sigma, they have to find that winning formula that's helped them win 5 rounds so far, just so that they can, get the juice one more time for them to win that last round to close this game out.
Yeah, I did forget just moments beforehand in that round. I was talking about how many rounds they needed. Obviously, they do that round from the first time around. So yeah, 5-4 the score right now, and they need 2 more. If they can do it, they'll be very happy with themselves, and they'll tie that series at 1 apiece. Obviously, staying alive a bit more.
Yeah, that's right. And Spacely, he's going to find a player right around the corner here, but having to drop back on this one. They are going to be down a man, and that's going to be really dangerous in the early part of this game. But as I say that, JusTus end up losing 2B. Is going to be open. 1 player is going to be hanging out over by the water tower, and I think Spacely ended up getting the read on that one, anticipating a player coming in through the post. Spacely's going to have to drop back here. It's going to be all up to Tipsy now. He ended up picking up a double kill in that last round, a beautiful double kill. As a matter of fact, bomb's going to go down. He's going to find 1 player. It's going to be a connection there. Oh, and he almost got the turn on that one, but that was not going to happen as Sigma managed to close this one out. And the series is 2-0 at this present time. Bloods, great pistol shots with that P226 with the muzzle brake, but man, that was a little hairy there for a moment if Tipsy would have gotten that kill.
If he had gotten that turn on, and I reckon he could have clutched that round if he had picked up that kill on Bloods, but wasn't going to be the case. Bloods, strong for him. 12-4 he finished up with.
Yeah, I mean,
game indeed.
Bloods just, dominant performance there on that one from him. And honestly, the rest of that Sigma squad coming up big, getting kills when it's needed, and they get the W.
And now I think when I heard these guys vetoing earlier, they did say Freight Blitz was going to be played. Now, I think that's what I heard. So hopefully that's what we're going to see next up in regards to the map for that game type. Of course, best of the 5 series, so one team does have to hit the 3 mark before we'll have that winner. So do you think Sigma will pick up the Blitz match as well, or do you think JusTus can now try and answer back there?
Well, it will be the first Blitz match that we actually see on stream, so it's going to be a hard one for me to call, but You know, I feel like Sigma, you know, they're on a hot streak right now, and I don't see a lot stopping them. JusTus, they are a great team. We all know that, but I just don't know. I mean, it's very hard for me to call this because Sigma has just been surprising the heck out of me throughout this 5K. So I don't know, but we're going to find out in just a bit if Sigma is going to be able to close this one out with a 3-0 sweep against JusTus, or will JusTus be able to force a Game 4 and potentially force a Game 5? Find out after this. Don't go anywhere. Plenty more Call of Duty action coming at you in just a bit.